Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. products. I did a little haul recently and I have like a bunch of little goodies. I've already used some of them and I know what I do and don't like, but I'm just going to do as much as I can in this video. So I'm just going to get started. To start off, I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless face primer and I'm going to put this all over my face. And this one I have used and I do like it. It smells a lot like tea. I mean, I know it has tea tree in it, but it smells like straight up tea tree, which is good if you have blemish prone skin. But I do like the feel of it. It has that really smoothing effect. I don't know if there's dimethicone or what in here, but it feels like silicone-y. Next, I'm taking the stick foundation that they have. I've used this once before, but I don't really remember how I liked it. And this one, I did my review of the Hourglass foundation yesterday, and there was 0.25 ounces in that one, and this one is 0.49, so I know that there's less in stick foundations, but I just feel like it's kind of a ripoff. And I'm going to use a sponge to blend it in. And this is the color Nude, by the way. It was really hard for me to pick colors online, but nude works out perfect, but then I know that the powder I have and stuff is too dark, so it's really, they run a lot darker, and like their light medium is too dark for me and I'm normally a light medium. So it actually looks really nice on the skin. It doesn't have a ton of coverage, probably like a light coverage. Let's see if I can build it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like on the skin. It's still about like a light medium coverage, nothing great, but it does look really nice on the skin. That second layer did, like, it looks more like I'm wearing foundation where I put that second layer, but everything else looks pretty good. So I did pick up this maximum coverage concealer and I got the shade Nude as well. So I'm going to try to just spot conceal on top of my blemishes and scarring and see if that'll do anything. I haven't used this one yet. It looks pretty nice so far. I'm just going to blend it in with a sponge. Then I'm just going to take this little tiny sponge that I got in the Sephora Confetti collection, I think it's called. There's 5 sponges, mini sponges, for 12 bucks and they are so good. I love them. So I actually like that concealer thus far. I had planned to kind of use this under my eyes, but it's not going to highlight at all. I'll put a little bit and just see if it can cover. And then I'll probably go in with a different concealer to highlight. So it does seem to cover pretty well actually under the eyes. So since that is too dark to highlight, I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Lumi Magic Pen Highlighter thing. Haven't used it in a hot minute. They actually have a really good under eye setting powder, but my mom took it with her on vacation. So I'm going to use the HD powder. It's really for your face, but I'm going to use it under my eyes. So that actually worked out really well. So now I'm going to do some cream contouring. I was waiting for forever to get my hands on this. I had to order all of this online because my Target and stuff doesn't carry it. But this is the cream contour kit. And I've used it once and I loved it. So we're going to do that again. And I'm using the e.l.f. stippling brush, the little one. I'm going to take this cool tone shader here. Now I'm actually just going to use this brush to blend it out too. I really like this palette. I think I didn't want to invest in like the Anastasia one or anything, so this is the one I decided to get and it blends so well and it lasts throughout the day. I love the colors in it for my skin tone at least. And then I'm going to run over that just with my sponge. This one's one of the Ulta sponges. I know that e.l.f. just came out with some, but I did not pick those up. Then I'm just going to take some of this banana shade, Put it on my chin. And right under my contour. I would have put it under my eyes, but I totally forgot about it. And I already set that, so I'm not going to do that today. And then just go back over that with a sponge. Now I'm going to take that same cool tone color on a NYX number either 9 or 60 brush. I'm not sure. It's just this little like dual fiber thing. I'm going to try to contour my nose. I've never done this on my nose, so wish me luck. I'm scared. Then I'm going to take my little tiny purple sponge. Okay, it's a little bit dark. Maybe I shouldn't have put quite so much. Okay, we're going to make it work. Just going to take some of the banana shade on my finger. Not totally loving it on my nose, but it's pretty good. It still looks a lot like skin, which I do like. I'm just going to take a little on my temples, whatever's left on the brush pretty much. Okay, I love this little kit. So I did pick up their e.l.f. I think it's just the finishing powder in light medium. And I really like the formula. I can't even open it right now. I really like the formula of it, but it's too dark for me. I'm just going to go with a MAC 137. It's just something really fluffy, and pick up a little bit and just run it over my face. Maybe not necessarily disperse so much pigment. But the formula of it is really nice. Next I'm going to try out this little baked highlighter and bronzer. When I swatched it, seriously I feel like it has no pigment. But I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to take the Anastasia A23 highlighting brush and start with the highlighter. It's very natural, that's for sure. I have had their whipped facial whips, I think they call them. And I loved them, but mine was like super old, so I had to throw it out. I'm using a ton of product, and you only get a really natural glow, which isn't bad, but I like a pretty intense glow. I've heard great things about the illuminating kit, and I was gonna buy it, but I did not. I'm gonna try spraying it with some Fix Plus, and then put it on. We'll see if that gives us a more intense highlight. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so that actually worked out really well. If I spray my brush and use this, I love it. Okay, I really like that now. I'm going to try to use a little bronzer in here. I'm going to try to use it on a Morphe M523. More so just to kind of set my contour and stuff. And that actually seems to be working out pretty well. For blush, I'm going to mix Mellow Mauve, and I think this one's Twinkle Pink. Twinkle Pink. This one has shimmer, and this one's pretty much matte. I love these blushes. I've used them a bunch before, and I actually got them on sale at Target for like, I think they were $1. So now I'm going to use this brow pencil, and it's in the color Taupe. I love this thing. I've used it for the past couple of days, and I'm loving it. I love this stuff. It is so fast. Okay, so I already did this eye, and I'm gonna try to redo it on this eye, but I kind of did like a bunch of crazy stuff. So I'm using the e.l.f. Everyday Smokey Palette. It looks like so. Not loving it, I must say. I had high hopes because everyone loves the matte one, but we're just gonna go with it. I'm taking the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, which I do really like. I swear this is a dupe for the Urban Decay one I always use, which is my favorite. And then I'm just setting that with that translucent powder. Now I'm taking this shade right here. on a Morphe M504. And then on an M514, I'm taking this color right here. Then going back in with that first 504. Then I'm wetting my brush with some Fix Plus and taking this color right here. Now I'm taking the shade right here on an M433 from Morphe. I'm going to take this color to help me blend. I feel like they go on pretty patchy and are difficult to blend is my big thing. Now I'm taking the long-lasting Lustrous eyeshadow in the color Confetti. It is a white color and this stuff is bomb. These are super cool. And ideally you should use your finger. That's what they are actually made for. But I have nails on so I can't get in the pots really well. So I just pick up like that much. And it kind of goes on like a foiled eyeshadow. Then I'm going back in with that dark gray color on the M433. Taking some more of the yellow shade. And then taking the white shade. Now I'm taking the M506, the little teeny tiny brush, taking that first transition shade we went in with, and then with the dark brown I'm going in. And then I'm just going to pop on some mascara. I don't have any e.l.f. mascaras, it's one thing I forgot, but I will be right back. So the last thing I have is the, I don't even know what this is called. I think it's the matte lip crayons in the color Coral, but it looked way more nude online and this is too pink on like with the eye lips, with the eye look. So I am not going to use it this time, but I will use something. I'm going to use the cream lip stain from Sephora collection. I actually really like that. I've never used it before. So this would be a really nice all-around look. That's kind of why I did this one, especially with the red lip. I feel like red lips can go with absolutely any class because in showmanship and horsemanship or equitation, it's really a popular look. It's a very classic look. So you could definitely pull it off in the pleasure classes, in trail, western riding, anything like that. So that's an easy way to go like all day is doing just a red lip. And then an eye, this is pretty neutral, like a black, kind of like a black and white eye will go with pretty much anything. So yeah, this is a really good all-around look and I know you guys have been requesting it a lot and I'm going to do some more too with products like I actually am familiar with and know how to use. But yeah. So this is the final look. I think it turned out pretty nice for an all-around look. The red lip, like I said, goes with pretty much any class you want. Let me know what else you guys would like to see down in the comments and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! Hey everyone, I just got off work and it is 7:33 and I thought I would check back in so you guys could see this foundation after 8.5 hours. I put it on at 11, so, or I actually started filming a little bit before 11, but anyways, I am pretty impressed with how this held up. Considering it's a $6 foundation, it looks pretty good. It did wear off around, well, I just wiped my nose because I get a runny nose like all day, all the time, but right here it wore off. That is not for me wiping my nose. So I think it still looks really good considering it's been 8.5 hours. Granted, I was working at Sephora inside where it's, I mean, it was warm, but you know, it's not like working out with horses where you're sweating. But I think it held up pretty well, and this lip actually held up really well because I will tell you, I ate a sandwich with mayonnaise on it, which I really don't like mayonnaise, but these were like, the store brought them in for us, so I'm fine with that. I'm going to eat any free food. Who's with me? Anyways, and I did not reapply anything, and it just kind of wore off on the inside, but it looks really good considering. So I just thought I'd show you what it looked like after a little while, and I am very impressed with the foundation. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!